Hi, I've been staring at this question for a long time. I haven't been sure how to answer it because this recent weight loss, I have the photos that I share as my before pictures are all from the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. So this photo, for example, was from February 2020. So that was about a year and a half ago, and there's about 30 kilos difference between that version of me and this version of me. But that photo wasn't actually the heaviest that I've ever been. I went on my first ever diet when I was 11. If an 11-year-old came up to me and was like, I want to go on a diet, I'd whack them. No, I wouldn't. I'm not whacking a child, but I would. But yeah, my first diet was when I was 11. I lost 10 kilos, didn't know what I was doing, ended up gaining it all back. And then by the time I was 14, I was at the heaviest that I've ever been. I can't find any good photos. This was definitely not the biggest that I ever was. But when I was 14, I was 104 kilos. So I again went on this really big weight loss journey. I lost half my body weight. I went from 104 to 57 kilos. And I'm almost scared to talk about this because I did that in a very, very bad way. And I'm still dealing with some of the consequences of it today. I was very mentally all over the place. I'm going to put a trigger warning here as well as just a TMI warning. This is what I looked like at around 57, 58 kilos. I'm not that much heavier now than I was in that photo, but you can see I didn't look healthy and I wasn't healthy. I ended up losing my period again. Sorry, TMI. My hair was very thin, my skin pale. I remember looking at my arm in this photo and hating it and thinking I needed to lose more weight. And it was with that messed up mindset that I ended up getting into this cycle of restricting and then binging every single night. Again, I don't want to talk about that too much because I don't know what is safe. I don't want people to watch this and it might affect and hurt. Did a lot of very silly things. I felt very out of control. I didn't trust myself. It was just a rough time. So quite quickly, I ended up going from 57 kilos, again, the lowest that I've ever been, back up to 96-ish, which was super embarrassing because after I lost weight, that's all everyone was talking about. I've lost half my body weight. It was a big thing. And I was still 14, 15 at the time. So it was a very, it was exciting from an outside perspective. But yeah, I struggled with all that for a very, very long time. And then this photo again, this was around the time that I slowly started getting it all together. I approached this very differently than I did last time. The first time I lost weight, I was eating 1,000 calories a day and working out 3 to 4 hours per day. And that obviously didn't go well, and it's very different from what I'm doing now. I lost these 30 kilos very slowly. I didn't rush anything. I didn't cut anything out. I was very serious about making actual changes, long-term changes. I didn't want to lose weight and then put it all back on. That's embarrassing. And I'm very happy and proud of myself that I did.